Hey everybody, it's Maggie from Personal Euphoria with today's plank story. If you don't want to plank, you're going to do a shoulder shrug and then just let it drop. Shoulder shrug, kind of like floppy arms. Up, drop. And you can play with that as long as it feels okay. So at the entrance to my studio, I have like a buzzer. So if I'm upstairs in my office, I can hear whenever a client walks in, and it signals when the door opens and closes, basically. And if you pass in front of it, right, it goes off. But basically, it's the sign the door has opened and the door has closed. And the other week, 2 o'clock in the morning, so the signal goes off upstairs in our kitchen. The signal goes off at 2 a.m. and I jump up, and then it goes off again as if the door is closed. And I wake up Matt, and I'm like, oh my God, someone is definitely in the house. Like, this could be nothing else. And he's like, well, we now have these cameras on the outside of the house. Check the camera. And I go and I look at the camera, and everything looks totally fine. And Matt goes down to check things out just to make sure. And I hear like a little kerfuffle. I think he had to move something that was in his way, or he was opening something. So when I hear this kerfuffle, it dawns on me, if I've sent him down to like a murderer, I have no way of knowing who's coming back up the basement stairs or what's going on. Luckily, it was him. We didn't get murdered. But the next morning, before I start my classes, I'm like, in case someone did sneak in here, I should check the closet in the studio and make sure, it would be terrible if someone jumped out and killed me while I was teaching class. And so I open the closet to the studio, and what do I find? This. Possibly creepier than an actual killer. So I jumped, and it was clearly tucked in there at some point. I think Matt put it in there instead of the attic where this belongs. But anyway, we both survived. A week later, we'd been down in North Carolina, so we come back, and sure enough, in the middle of the night, this goes off again. And so I think we've determined there must be some kind of battery dead, something needs to be adjusted. It's finicky. But my first thought is, look at the camera. And the camera on the side that would show it is battery dead. And the camera that shows our garage shows the door was open for some reason, and it was blocking the camera. And I thought, thank God this happened the second time, when I already know this is a weird issue, because if I went to check the cameras the first time this happened and got battery dead and a blocked camera, I think I would have had a heart attack. It wouldn't have mattered that it was nothing. I would already have had a heart attack. So with that, I hope you have a great night and keep moving.